Hi there. First, thank you to everyone who reached out to me in response to the short video last week, Activism Without Reactivity. I was really touched by your responses, and I'm grateful that what I said touched a chord. And as I read some of your comments and listened to some of your feedback, it occurred to me that it might be useful to say a little more about settling down. So last week, I made the point that we're more effective when we're settled down than when we're riled up. It's natural to get riled up. I'm not saying we shouldn't get riled up, but when it comes to taking action, to moving forward in the world, to taking a stand for what we believe in, for effecting change, being settled down, being grounded is a vastly more effective place to come from. What it occurred to me is important to say next is that settling down comes naturally. Getting riled up comes naturally, but so does settling down. It is natural for us to settle down. It's natural for us to get over our intense moods and feelings. Just as children, if you've ever seen a little kid throw a hissy fit, and then 10 minutes later be playing happily like nothing ever happened. Little kids don't know to hang on to how they feel. And so how they feel, even when it's incredibly intense, tends to move through them. And when it's over, it's over. The same can be true for us as adults. The thing is, we often tend to manage our moods, to force ourselves to settle down, to be quiet, to get grounded. And if you're in a mood and someone tells you, well, I'll tell you, if I'm in a mood and someone tells me to settle down, be quiet, get grounded, it's like back off, Buster. Leave me alone. We don't like to be told what to do, even by our better selves. But when we're left alone, when we allow ourselves to settle down, we always do, just like that little kid after a tantrum. So be curious about this. Don't take my word for it, but just reflect on what you see around you, what you notice in your own lives, and I think you'll discover that unless you're deliberately holding on to a mood, holding on to a ramped up state, you do always settle down. And so the key to the settled downness, the groundedness that you need to know what's yours to do and to do it in the world isn't to remodel yourself into some master of peace. It's to allow yourself to settle down, to recognize the difference between riled up and settled down, to recognize that one is more effective than the other, and simply to defer action until you naturally come home to yourself. Let me know how that lands. Thanks and take care.